So we're going to be moving over again onto the Xbox and into another game. OTBLIGHT versus JETMRKEN, and JETMRKEN obviously won his first game, and OTBLIGHT drew his first one. Draws, as we've come to expect, I think a very normal occurrence for the first game of the group stage, but we'll see, because we're going to be jumping in again to the second half of this one. And obviously that means for us that we've not seen too much of what's going on, but it means that we're going to find out how it continues and who the stronger players are as we develop. And of course, that's what they're fighting for here. The shield that really, I think, is you know, along with the bragging rights and the fact that you're going to go to Berlin if you win that one, having that on your shelf at home is a pretty sweet thing to have.
Or over your fireplace.
Or over your fireplace.
Or I just show it to everybody that walked through the house. Look how great I am.
So, here we go then, into the second half. This one currently tied at 0-0, so everything still to play for here. This, of course, is from Group 2 of the Xbox. And OTBLIGHT is playing as LXI here. So he's playing in blue from right to left. There is GC Chelsea against Honorably Airborne. So quick flick through to take a peek how that one's going on. And as I mentioned, in blue, playing from right to left there, is OTBLIGHT.
I got to watch both of these guys play in their first game. And what I noticed with OTBLIGHT was he had a lot of tackles. A ton of tackles in the first game. Makes me question a little bit of his defending. If he has to stab and to do so many tackles, are you out of position? Because that's usually what that means. Are you scrambling to make plays? So it'll be interesting to see how he tightened that up here for game 2. And then with Jet, it seems with him, he loves possession. He loves to keep the ball, looking for gaps to exploit, looking for space to move into. So expect a lot of patience and possession with him.
Here's a chance possibly. Look how free he is here, Suarez. You're not going to miss from there.
I did it again.
JETMRKEN.
I jinxed him. I jinxed him.
I think, Jimmy, we're going to have to get rid of you for the sake of some of these guys.
Because talk about great he is in possession. Gives up a ball in a terrible area and a great finish. A great finish to make this 1-0. I jinxed him.
And again,
I feel bad.
You should do.
I do.
Luis Suarez, we've seen him score time and time again here today. And a position like that he's never going to miss from, in all honesty. You've got to do something very wrong to miss from there.
Oh, actually, I didn't jinx him. I had the colors wrong.
Yeah, you got the colors
wrong. I got it right.
So.
Oh, I feel so much better about myself now. I can actually look those guys in the eye later.
Well, there's still time, Jimmy. There's still time to break all that. Here's a possible chance then, going the other way for Light. Let's see what he can do with Ronaldo, Alaba. That German connection here at left back and centre back with him and Boateng. Something we saw a lot of in Season 1. I think something we'll see maybe a little bit less of here today. And we've already seen less of, I think, if we think statistically on that one. Possession here being held. And this is what we were talking about before, so I'll let you jinx it now.
No. Well, there you go. There's a pass there from Jet as I talk about his possession and his patience. But a bad giveaway from OTBLIGHT that led to the goal. It's funny at times in the game where you can have these loose passes, like your players aren't concentrating in those moments. And when you do, when you play against players at a high level, you're going to get punished for it, and Jet punished him.
Jet here, connecting nicely with Hullet, Bale, Vieira there in the middle. So using a nice couple of legends in this one. And then Alaba keeping possession incredibly well, and he knows, honestly, he doesn't have to force anything at this point. Always possibly the danger to break through, though, which Light may be finding dangerous.
But this is something that we saw similar to what Sarge was doing, just possession for possession's sake, and it ends up leading to a chance. Like, there's going to be a chance, there's going to be a counterattack, and that's how Yamilam got back into the game.
Ball over the top there, just holding it up a little bit, getting bit more time in there, and that's always the problem on the counter. If the defense is staying back, you need that extra backup, which can take a bit of time to get with you. This time, though, it's going to be Jet moving forward with Pogba now on this bottom side. He's got Walker on the wing. You can see there's absolutely no rush for him here. He's looking for the perfect opportunity to find the hole in this defense.
I still, again, feel like he should be looking to go forward. You can still pass side to side, but You got to make that incisive pass, because when you make that incisive pass, it forces the defense to move and shift, and it creates space. So if the space is there, play forward.
And there it is, possibly. Hold it here. Pulls it onto his left. Tries to get through onto Ronaldo. Is he offside there? I think he was. And, well, there was the hole that he'd spotted, but didn't quite work out for him.
For me, a little too cute. You got Hullet there, top of the box. If the game was tied, I think he would have shot there. You have to keep that mentality. Don't let people off the hook.
There's Hullet for both teams, of course, in the middle of the midfield. Suarez now into Bale. Is he going to slot it through? I think the chance was there, actually. But again, deciding to keep possession. Ronaldo, Bale just knocking it around on the edge of that box. And again, quite happy to sit back and say, no, I'm going to pull your defenders out of position. Now Suarez onto his right foot. Hullet, where will he go from here? Actually turns back on this one. All of a sudden, has 3 defenders on top of him, and Walker, well, he does a nice little turn, but he's almost lost possession. Does get it back. I think a little lucky there, in all honesty.
I mean, he might end up working this out. It's going to win 1-0, but again, especially when you have the defense reeling, play it forward and then continue to look forward, just like you would in real life. To continue to hold possession, it's chancy.
Oh, there's Ronaldo.
That's better.
Almost fed through there. I think it was Boateng who got a foot in at the end.
Now, obviously, these two players weren't privy to the game that we got to watch, but this backfired. And it could work out here, but again, it's not a philosophy that I adhere to, because I've seen it happen in real life as well, where you get a little casual when you have too much possession, and then all of a sudden the other team has a different energy, and they hit you on the counter, and you're like, what just happened?
And then throwing here, you have to question as well, with that amount of possession, is this a last chance? You know, if he gives up possession here, will he even get it back at any point in this game? And we'll see that right now. Is Ronaldo going to have some space to stretch his legs on this bottom side? Tried to turn inside, but Ferdinand's read that one perfectly. So my question answered. He's going to have another chance. He's going to feed it through here. It is going to be Suarez charging forward. Left foot. Oh, no, he gets down, but he bounces out.
I'm telling you, it is
Jimmy.
unbelievable. It's incredible that OTBLIGHT got back into this game. His nickname is Ollie, and good for him for getting back into this. But I question what Jet did there. The one time that he tries to do a tricky move, he gives up the ball, leads to a counterattack, and it's a goal. At that point, when there's 2 minutes left in the game, then run it into the corner. I don't have any problem with that, but if you're trying to kill the game off at 60th, 70th minute, that you're gonna have issues. And now he's gotta try to get back into this game with no time left, and this is what we have. We have another draw. And so people watching at home, just take all these things that I'm saying into consideration. There it is.
And there we go. 1 apiece. It was a 90th minute equalizer here. It's almost as if we'd expected it to happen. You know, we talked about it almost the entire game there, just because of the sheer amount of possession that he had in the end.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen, because I thought, all right, I'm beating a dead horse here. I'm saying this over and over and over, and then it happens.